We made it. We made it.
Yes,
Super
we did.
duper day. Yes, we did.
Yes, it's
Yes,
on
we did.
YouTube.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Speak to My Heart Super Saturday with Flik The Switch. And I have special guests, special sisters. For y'all that don't want to say special, I am my special sisters that support, that encourage, that get me together when I'm in out of line, out of pocket, and in line and around the line. These two young ladies have done nothing but given me what I and who I should be. Walking in my true purpose, standing in fire beyond anything else, being resilient and becoming the star that I am intentionally on purpose. The show is called Flik The Switch for a reason. Let me introduce the show to you. It is a movement rooted in awakening, identity, and inner illumination. It symbolizes the moment a person consciously turns on the light within themselves, shifting from doubt, limitation, or silence into purpose, confidence, and truth. The idea that the power to transform one's life is already present internally, waiting for a deliberate choice to activate it. Will you flick the switch? My first speaker today is my friend all the way in St. Louis in the house, Miss Roxy. And today they're going to introduce themselves. I'm just going to share with you how when you support, how you can find somebody in alignment. Me and Miss Roxy found each other on an app that is no longer here called Pokachoo 3 years ago. With that, we have done nothing but supported each other. I'm part of the Bay Boss Squad. Shout out to Patrick over in Virginia. We support each other mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and most definitely with your business and push you so that you can become your truest self on purpose. My second speaker is none other than Just Me in Time from the TikTok family, but she is divinely sister because we share a grandmother in common from Jamaica.
Oh,
Along with that,
wow.
yes, we
Yes.
share
Okay,
a
that's what's
grandmother in common
up.
from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Along with that, her name is Monique, one of my favorite actors. Shout out to Miss Monique. Like she said, stop trying to shoot down the messenger and listen to the message. And
That
my
part.
sister also, she has, as I call it, the self-care retreat services. You can find her on TikTok daily in the evening time by like 6, 7 o'clock. And you
Yes.
can find Miss Bay Shell and the Bay Ball Squad at least Monday through Friday, a little bit in the mornings, about 8 o'clock Central Time. Both of these young ladies share something in common: resilience, fire, and they walk in their divine light, whether you like it or not. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling over there, ladies?
Absolutely motherfucking amazing.
Amazing, amazing, on purpose. That's what I like right there is, and I just learned that me saying a word that you do not like is not cursing you. So if something offends you here today, then you need to take it up with yourself so that you can know what curses are and are not. A word that does not define you or does not align with who you are. When I say back up, too close, fuck you, fuck them, fuck that, because my light's going to shine whether you like it or not. That's why it's called Flik the Switch, empowering women to intentionally do this, do that. I wanted to start with my sister, Miss Roxy, over there.
I know,
Declaring,
right?
declaring your
But
freedom.
Roxy, before you guys start, how can I share this information inside YouTube? I mean, I'm not YouTube,
I know, right? I'm
TikTok,
trying to figure
because
out
they're
the same
asking.
thing.
They're asking, oh no, go to YouTube.
Go to
Go to
YouTube.
YouTube, Speak to My Heart, the number 2. Just type Speak to My Heart in your comment.
Okay.
It's
Okay, it's
number 2.
called. All right, so I'll put it in
Yeah,
the
that's not
comment.
gonna work for me. All right.
Yeah. Because if not, it's my name. Or tell them to go
Okay.
find
Okay.
my
Speak. Let me mute up.
All right. So,
Yes, Miss Roxy. Miss
blessings and
Roxy.
greetings, everyone. I am so very happy to be here. I've been waiting for this. I've been really preparing, like mentally, like all week. I'm like, oh, March 7th is coming up. I got this interview coming up. So, don't want to be, unprepared or, thrown off or what have you. But yes, speaking on the journey, well, um, as Kiana said, we met on Pocacha a long, long, long time ago. And it has been an amazing journey with staying connected intentionally and supporting each other intentionally, picking one another up, holding each other up, and working between what, three different time zones? Three different time zones. It's been an amazing journey, and it just it makes it all worth it. It really, really does. As far as my personal journey, what I decided to do with my particular broadcast was I wanted to build a community of like minded individuals that were looking for reciprocation and support in other like minded people that are ready to move and step further into their greatness, bringing greatness into fruition and knowing what that looks like for one another. So we are one another's accountability partners. We
Mhm.
support one another. We correct one another. We hold each other accountable, and we love on each other, and we celebrate the micro wins, we celebrate the macro wins, we celebrate all wins, and we create a safe environment for each and every one of us to flourish, and like I said, step further into our greatness. That's what the Bay Boss Squad is all about. We boss up all day every day. That's how we boss up, period.
What you said,
That's what we
and
do.
I remember it took me a minute to finally do.
I know it takes it. I know, right? It took me a minute, and I was like, "What? This my group. This my squad." But yeah, so the journey is ever so that evolving, transforming, blooming, and just making whatever you said that you wanted, making sure that you're being intentional about it, making sure that you're taking that ownership, believing in it, trusting the process through it, the building blocks of a breakthrough. We talk about that a lot on Breakthrough Thursdays, what those building blocks look like for each and every one of us. My building blocks might not be the same for unorthodox healer. Her building blocks may not be the same for Kiana, so forth and so on. So we really support each other and hold each other up with making sure that your greatness isn't going to be my greatness. So that's why I have to hold you accountable. And that's why you have to hold me accountable for mine so that we're able to boss up together and be able to win together. So, yeah.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. You said something that was very key that dealt with like how we actually help somebody else
Mm-hmm.
flick the light switch within.
Yes.
Sometimes you like
Yes.
if we don't get in a state of accountability, it's a state of mind. It gets
Yes,
you
it
out the
is.
hell within.
Yes, it
Mm,
is.
it gets you out the hell within when you are accountable. Because
Mm-hmm.
the abilities that are within oneself, now I can see that and I can be accountable for the things outside of me
Right.
that I allowed. Yes, ma'am.
We have to take ownership in the things that we know deep down inside. that we're the cause of, or that we should be holding ourselves accountable for. And it just plays such a major role in a person's character and how the world perceives you and how society is willing to deal with you. And people don't understand, you know, well, I did it when no one was looking. Well, if you had to say it, then it was.
Not everything requires a response.
I
Simple
didn't
as
know how to me.
I mean, if you say that you're
Right. And people is just like, I just don't understand. It's like that was between you and the creator. Like you were supposed to like that was between like you weren't supposed to call that out, you know? He was gonna let that be known. The creator let that be known. The creator knows how to exude his glory through us, and people mistaking it, like you said, that accountability is so big and it's so sacred because people aren't willing to do it.
and let's can I ask you a question about sacred? Because a lot of people skip over that.
Mm-hmm.
What is sacred? You
Mm-hmm.
know, what is sacred? Like something, and when you're dealing with or coming out of whatever you're coming out of, if you're taking accountability for anything, it's
Yeah.
very important when we all have the ability. Every person on this planet has an ability to do any and everything, right? But
Yes.
when you're taking full responsibility, it's not in a judgmental way. So it's very sacred for you to hold yourself in high regards and without guilt and shame when you
Yes.
take that accountability. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because a lot of people take accountability, but they do it so harsh and so mean and so
Yeah.
nasty towards themselves. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hold on, wait a minute. If I am the creator of my life and I'm taking accountability for myself, then
Yeah.
why am I going so hard at it when all I got to do is just be and face everything and rise?
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So
And
it's
when
like, go ahead, go ahead. I want to take
no,
over. Go ahead, do your
no,
thing. You
no,
know, y'all
no,
got me on
no.
fire right now.
Yes. I just wanted I want you to continue, but I just wanted to say this one thing. When we hold each other and ourselves accountable and can own up, be like, yeah, I did say that and I probably shouldn't have said that. But you know what? That's on me. I'll take that. When you do that, the other person they ain't got nothing left. There's no more jabs. I've taken ownership. I've taken accountability. You ain't got nothing else on me. There's no leverage. That's what people don't realize.
Exactly. When you become the distractor, I said it yesterday, and I always keep saying it, when you become the distractor to the distractee that's trying to distract you, and you shift that,
Mm,
what happens is the shift in the room happens, and it shifts in their mindset because they don't have a comeback because you didn't have one in the first place. You was
all
too
they
busy.
had. I'm just want to
You,
out you.
all you had was a point. All you had was a point, and I'm the pointer and the direction. And in standing and knowing that, it allows you to become invincible and invisible. That's why those two words look like they the same word. Invincible and invisible. I'm here, but I ain't here. Right? My body's here, but I ain't here with you. I'm just looking and having an experience. When when Pikachu decided to ain't gonna poke nothing no more for us, we kind of like went left and right. We was debating about the TikTok and do we want to come back to the TikTok family and be there. I did. Roxy finally came and started our as I call it, the morning debut show where we get ready. Beep, beep, beep.
Mhm.
You tune in and like wake
Ah,
up. Like literally it's a live show that wakes you up, and it is 6 o'clock my time. So there goes a sacrifice. Because she brought up a word called sacred, right? In our time frame of where we are right now, and you look back, how many times did you allow yourself to go into your sacred chamber, your secret place,
Mm.
and realize that I had to do the other S word, separate myself. You can't separate from other people until you separate your thoughts from those persons, from those events.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
And it's like
sacred,
called
yeah, sacred is like, it's like,
it's
for me,
it's it's
being
sacred
intimate.
is intimacy. That's what
Mm-hmm.
sacred is. Into me, you see me. So when I see you, I see me, and it's sacred. So I'm looking at you in the eyes of love. Not in the eyes of condemnation. I'm looking at you. Ooh, I love that I see. So let me get some of that. How did you do that, Key? How did you get to the space where you love yourself so much you can touch your body and you not being all kind of jittery with it? You so in love with you. Like, some people I've learned even as women, the lifestyle I came from, I had to be that masculine role for so long. So when I got that masculine man, I do not know how to be sacred enough to get into my soft energy so where he can take control.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Mm-hmm.
divinely, we're supposed to be sitting on the throne and let these men do what they do,
Yeah.
and we take them here. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I didn't know how to do that.
The keepers
So
of
like,
the light.
yeah. So the sacred is like going into the depths, the secret place of the Most High. The Most High is your thoughts, your consciousness. What are you thinking about? And your sacred place. Are you making love to yourself? You get what I'm saying? So when you say sacred, it made me feel like, that feels so damn good. I'm like, woohoo! Good, you talk to me nice, baby. Just talk to me. What? You see, you think some people think that sacred means coming from another individual that you're in love with. Well, I'm in love with all.
Right.
So I
Right.
can if I'm hearing it from you and it does something to my body, that means it actually penetrates something in the depths of me that I needed to
Yes.
hear. And
Yes.
my body is reacting to it. I'm like, oh shit. She said, my whole spine back here was like, oh girl, that's what you want right there. That what you want. That what you want. That word, since you caught on to that what she said is what you desire. And that's exactly what I do desire, to be sacred with anyone that I'm involved with, whether it's my children, my family, Key, you, anybody, just holding space for that intimacy,
Yes.
I
So,
want
whew,
y'all, this is sacred.
whew,
It-
I'm
Hold
hot.
up. I'm gonna
She said, I'm hot.
man, we're gonna make it even hotter. It is
Uh-huh.
10 here. That makes it 12 where Roxy's at, and 1:32
Yeah.
where it's at. We
Mhm.
got West Coast, West Side, we got Midwest,
Okay. Yeah.
St. Louis, and we got the East Coast over here.
It's
I
the wild
just want to know,
west.
how many times have we been in a room with women or sitting just a couple of us, and we've had arguments, we've had disruptions, we have negative energy. This is the part of Flik the Switch that I want people to resonate with. We all don't sit up here, and I got to say it, and I got to drop it down like that. We all ain't sitting up here ratchet, raggedy Ann with our ruthless, reckless ass mouths. Some of us just stand in purpose and know how to be authoritative. And when you don't like what authority look like, because you still live with the mindset of raggedy Ann, ghetto hood, ratchet mindset. And
Mm.
I'm not talking to men, I'm talking to us women. Because Roxy and my sister Miss Mo, okay, my Just Me in Time, both got on to me this summer and don't know it was around the same time.
Okay.
Roxy was letting me be like this. Just Me in Time was like, okay, come here. Like, I'm going to hug you. And I don't care how much you want to fight. And that's what intimacy with self looks like, taking that
Mhm.
initiative and giving it to yourself. You're
Yes.
going to have to look you in the face and we're going to keep doing
Yep.
this.
Yeah.
You might have to put on your school glasses. Hold on. Get your notebook out and start taking notes about your behavior
Oh.
and the way you think is, and the way that you speak is, and the way that you sashaying, and why you twitching so hard, honey. Why you sitting up there looking at the next woman with your stank face? Oh, this is that. This is super Saturday. Why you sitting over here judging her, being mean? And you want to be mean, girl, because that's what they taught you in society. Why you looking at me like they didn't go to bell? How can I say I love myself?
And all you do is project hate and
I
negative.
love you. Take that hate and look at you and say, I love you on purpose. Your life being on or off is your intent, which is to cause either harm or greatness.
Mm.
Oh, go ahead, Roxy. I got to reclaim me somewhere. I got to be sacred in
Yeah.
myself. In myself. And I let her say intimacies because she know that I was saying that into me because she kept talking about intimacy.
You. Uh-huh.
She kept talking about, Key, you're going to have to just care on you. You're going to have to, and I'm looking at, girl, y'all should have seen me on the other side of the phone last year. I done looked at y'all like, it's my way or the highway. It's what I want. Everybody always give it all that right there. You better go heal that aggravated teenager of you sitting up there itching and scratching.
I think that's like the natural response when you've got nothing left and you like love on myself. I love myself. It's like, no, love on yourself. You know how to do that. And then you just sitting there like, what? Huh? Huh? What you mean? So you gotta go. That's where you gotta, like you said, put your glasses on.
Right.
Get
What
your
part
notebook.
of,
Get your
because
pen.
I had the picture of Roxy up there and she's standing there, with them cowgirl boots on and that red. And red don't always mean that we're deep in our root chakra. You got to go understand frequencies. You
Okay.
gonna have to go understand vibrations. That girl was saucy on purpose. But it took, I know the story of Roxy. So last year, me, Roxy, and my sister Mo, we all went through stuff and it didn't end until February the 27th. It didn't end until February, okay? I don't know about you, Roxy, but you don't know that my nephew is home. That's why we couldn't do the show when I wanted to, because he was coming home.
Okay.
That's why I said March the 7th, because I'm going to let her share that. But my Roxy and me, we went through some stuff together that allowed me to pick up I cried 2 tears in a bucket and my backpack and keep walking. I had to learn last year what it meant to put my backpack on and pick up the tissue box and just go, forget the bucket.
Me too. Yeah.
Through Roxy and her resilience, her excellent behavior, and
Oh.
handling other women. She has taught me how to be of grace.
Oh.
And I want to say thank you because it allowed me to get in posture and compose my own song.
Thank you.
I had to remember I had the pen and I got the paper.
Thank you. Thank you. And you welcome. Thank you. That's so beautiful. And you've done the same for me. You taught me how to love on myself and start, taking better care of myself, doing things for me, So we forget those things as adults because life hits hard. And, you
Mm-hmm.
know, so when we lose people or lose ourselves, you know, unwanted relationships or, relationships that may not be going the way we want them to go, uh, it just be, uh-oh, how do I get it out of here? Oh dear. Oh, it just be it can be devastating. It can be trying. It can be a lot of things. But
How
like
do you
you
get
said,
to that point of stepping stepping away from ourselves, right? Stepping away from the what we know, the norm, right? Anything that you have done in the last couple of years, over the years, forever and ever of whatever. How do we step away from that and step into the freedom of
of,
self
of
and declaring our freedom?
you got to speak on it. You got to pray on it. You have to build the mindset, you know, and start manifesting it. That's something that's not gonna happen overnight. It's something that you have to, through the work that you put in wanting it, is gonna show how much you require it. So if it's just stuff that you say and there's no work or self work done on the back end, then they're just, just words, fleeting thoughts, oh, I was just daydreaming or what have you. But when you really set when you really set your mind to something and enough is enough, you know, whatever it takes is looking like a win and looking, a step better than where you're coming from and where you're trying to get away from. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So,
It
like,
makes perfect sense.
yeah.
Because the first thing you was talking about, where I'm going to add this to that. You must be kind to yourself during this process. You aren't
Yes. You
kind to
have
self.
to you have
Yeah,
to hold yourself accountable and expect more of yourself, but with love, coming from a place of love. Like when we expect more of ourselves, people automatically, I'm not where I'm at, where I want to be in life. Oh, get in line, please. Yeah. Okay. Get in line. Okay. Or fix it. Just don't even go there. You know what I'm saying? But it's
stop
like,
saying that to yourself is the thing. Because when you say things, so a man thinketh he is. First of all, it's the thought, what you're saying back and forth in your head, and then you
yes.
open your mouth and say that because it's a repeated hamster wheel thought about
Already.
you
Already. So it's
going off. Oh,
naturally gonna
I'm
come.
I'm gonna get there. I'm not there yet.
I'm
You're going
trying. I'ma try.
to try ain't on speak to my heart. I am, I will, I must, I shall, and I fucking know. Period. We have to get to a place to say I am, I will, I shall, I know, I feel, I fucking know. You have to use your masculine energy to override your feminine energy to cover and protect and provide for you the space to do this.
Yeah.
The space. Welcome in. She said, I just read I Am the Arrival. If that's a book, is that a book? But you have to get to a place within yourself to have a repeated conversation within yourself.
Yeah.
For months, all four with Miss Colleen, y'all shouts out to Miss Colleen because she got work and she's been sick, and hashtag comma not period and quest for freedom, because hey, that right there and us right here, we all in this together. When I chose your topic, it was because of the factor, let me just share it with you, because I know how you sound off when it's time to go to work. I have never met somebody push me into my elements of myself the way that my sister had. Sisters. Share y'all something with Miss Monique. Miss Monique in December. I don't be scared to say this. It just be like, I don't be trying to share y'all my intimate, okay? My intimate with.
Ah,
So I said I was gonna share. I'm gonna try to hold it. All right. So Miss Monique happened to be on the TikTok, y'all. And this is what Flik The Switch looks like. When's your sister turn the light on for you? When was you sitting there in a moment of I didn't know? When was you sitting there and you felt so lonely? You're not alone, but you felt so lonely. You didn't feel valued. You didn't feel I am heard. You didn't see I am seen. And you didn't know that you are who you are, that I am, that I am. You couldn't do none of that. But you got some sisters out here. I don't know about y'all, but my sisters is better than y'all's. I love them. Baby, let me pull up in Brooklyn or St. Louis. I bet you they're going to come to the airport
Okay.
on spot. The moment I say, I'm here.
Got my tortilla chips on
But when
sale.
they arrive in your life, and you know you got some sisters out here that are doing some things, right? Go
Mhm.
pop up on their live. Go pop up and see what type of new books, e-books, or exercise stuff that they got going on. I'm just saying.
Yes.
When I popped up in her live, I told you that, Michelle. I said she gave me a hug
It's beautiful.
through the phone.
Thank you.
And I
You-
told her that because she knows that I said I needed a hug. I needed a hug. And I say that because the one thing that's free that you won't even open your mouth up and tell the damn truth about is I just want a hug. That's all I ever went up to the altar for at church. I didn't need you to pray for me. I knew how to go and lay and bask with God myself at home or wherever. I knew how to go hug a tree. But when
Mhm.
you don't get a physical
Yes,
hug,
that physical connection.
you know how many people want a hug? A genuine hug. You know how many sisters out here unaliving? Meaning you ain't working in your gift. You ain't getting yourself together. You ain't loving on your beautifulness. You ain't taking care of you, your hygiene. You're not sitting over there batting your lashes and putting on your lippy and going doing your face up in your toes. You ain't sitting up there putting on your doctor specs so that you can see a little divinely deeper. You ain't doing none of this. We ain't doing no work. We ain't doing nothing but complaining, complaining, complaining. I told y'all I was coming in hard. We are complaining
Yeah.
and being complacent. When are you tired of being the doormat and allow yourself to do this? Help me. Just right, help me. I promise you, if you lift one arm up to the sky, I don't care about my wings. You know why? Because I can fly, I can soar. Hello, I need my eagle wings. Need my eagle wings.
Y'all silly.
Need my eagle
What is
wings.
y'all?
Hello? Need my broad shoulders. Because
Yes.
I know who I am. And I know who I am in a whole nother life.
Said to come as you are.
Hello? And I've been
People
coming
miss
as I am.
people
And that hug
mislead
right
that
there.
he mean your heart. He not talking about your clothes. He don't care about what you got.
Clothes. But in December I did, and I hadn't started putting Flik the Switch together. It was right here, like Roxy was talking. And
I'm not
Roxy,
gonna be fresh for Sunday. I'm not gonna be fresh for church every Sunday, Pastor. I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm gonna come in with house shoes. I might want to just sit and lounge with the word, and you know what I'm saying? Like you got
And
your
I might
scarf.
not have no
Why
armpit.
not? I
Okay,
will
take your
definitely
time.
go in my flip flops. I
Amen.
will go on my house coat. I don't keep.
Yes. She said it's a quote, I become all I am with unbound direction. I am the arrival. It's from Joe Kinney. And that goes to my sister when she gave me a hug. It was the beginning of me. Hold on, I gotta read off my notebook right. I gotta read off the notebook right. Y'all know I don't like to read to try to
Uh,
verbatim say nothing. I gotta read it right. And it did, I got it, I got it, I got it. So after my sister hugged me, which I really needed, I hadn't had a cry or somebody, a sister here genuinely loving on me. Not that I don't love myself, but to get a physical hug from your sister. I have biological sisters. One kind of is huggy, and the other one kind of is takey. So we're not talking about nobody. I'm just speaking facts. I don't know about y'all biological sisters.
hey, right.
That's just where it at. And
No,
each one
I
of us,
laugh because I totally get it. That's
each
why
one
I'm
of us
laughing.
got a sister. All of us on here, right in the right now, today, because it's sister. Saturday. It's Sister Flik The Switch Saturday. Thank you, Mo, because I gave Bay hers. Thank you, Mo, which you know I will always tell you. Every time I think about that hug, it does make me tear up because it was genuine. It was high vibrational through the TikTok. She genuinely gave me a hug. I have never been the same since then.
Wow.
Myself is asking you, will you unzip, unlock, and unrestrain yourself? And I'm so serious, you guys. From anything that is blocking you from becoming your supreme intellectual being. The bondages, the stored pain, the program mentality, the illusion, the things you put in the cabinets, in the back, the unfolding, the towel can't unfold itself, and them crevices got stuff in them that you hid away. I don't care what mama, sister, brother, cousin, uncle did. If you don't go in and forgive yourself,
What you said.
you gonna keep holding soul contract. Yeah, I told you I've been doing my homework. Soul contract can't broken, gone until you allow yourself to be unzipped, unlocked, unrestrained. Spiritually, mentally, soulfully. All of them spiritually, mentally, soulfully. They all got their lead at the end. And you ain't continually having a conversation with yourself because you're saying you God, but you ain't talking with you. You ain't having a conversation. You ain't sitting down with you. You ain't in your medium mode so that you in the middle can sit up there and show you what's going on. The core soul of you needs a hug. Squeeze. I love you. You want that intimate I love you from a man, and you can't even give it to yourself. That's why you ain't received from him. You want that intimate touch from a man, but you ain't touched on you. You want that intimate everything from a man. You want his money, you want his time, you want his pleasure, you want his gift, but you ain't did none of that shit for you.
What you said. What you said.
I had to do it for me. So now I know what it looks like when it's not a divine masculine. I ain't got to ask them back and forth questions because it's supposed to look like me.
You.
I'm a reflection of
It
you, and you a reflection of
you.
you.
Yes.
Monique,
Yes, honey.
what it look like? What it look like?
Bless you. God bless you. Yes.
Yes. What does it look like when you decide to step in the name of love? Step in the name of love. Shout out to all my Chi-Town right now. Y'all don't understand that they trying to take you out one by one. Now they got new stuff out here, y'all. Y'all better wake up. So you better give love to over there to my Chi-Town people right now.
The distractions.
Come on now, I want you to start thinking, oh my gosh, maybe I got to be in fear. God has not given you the spirit of fear. He gives you fear.
Verily, verily, I say unto thee, I come before you. Do not fear me.
Because I ain't gave you that. So why are you attaching yourself?
He said it every time. He said it every time he presents himself. He said it every time.
Why you doing that? Why you doing that? Why? This is what it looks like. Because I'm gonna show y'all something. Let me. Okay, I got to sit down. So okay, let me breathe to do it. This is Monique. When she telling you what it look like when you having a conversation with your ego and your higher self. Okay, y'all ready?
I'll speak on it. Okay.
So at the table,
doing this back and forth. Ain't your hair hurting? Shoot, that made me feel like I don't know what my hair slapping me in my
matter of fact, it opens up this right here, get all that weight off your shoulder. When you guys move your body and your shoulder, that gets all the energy off of you, so you can see yourself clear. Sometimes we have to open up our heart chakra, and how you open it up by moving your body.
And thrust the boobies out.
Yes, thrust them boobies out.
You know what? I do this when I'm praying sometimes. Like if I'm starting to get distracted spiritually, I'll be like,
that part simple. And come right on back. Come right on back. Simple. That's all you do. When you get in prayer, it's like meditation.
It's like a reflex though.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm like, why did I just do that? But I'm like, well, it worked. I'm gonna
Whatever.
focus.
Whoever like it,
It worked. Thank you, Lord. Won't he do it? Just go somewhere. Okay. So you're getting that energy.
yes, get
Trying
that energy flow. Like I
to,
do the wound squat, the open
Mhm.
god dang on legs and squat, baby, and with intentions and let it all out there, all that frustration, all that physical stress. Because most of the time, the reason why people have stress because they're not stretching. You know what I'm saying? You have, yeah. And I'm talking to my big thick girls. I'm thick.
Right, we talking
I
all
be
of us.
thick, madam, and that's a street name.
No,
And that's
I
her.
be needing a stretch too.
That
Yeah.
go, I'm not. I don't like singing on the podcast, but most of the time,
Join.
a reason why we're having so much stress because we're not physically aligning ourselves to the body. Even though I'm not the body, but the body is my companion. It takes me. If the car ain't working, the train ain't running. What I got? My two damn feet.
Walk it out.
It's my companion. She takes me everywhere. So
Yeah.
when I align myself to my body, all
Yeah.
I do is gotta show her some affection. And
Yeah.
I say, "Hey, Nee, how you doing, baby? You all right?"
Yeah.
I say to them ankles, girl, look at how sexy your ankle look. You take me, look into the bottom of that feet. Good, googly moogly, you a
Okay.
strong mother.
Take me
You know how to
anywhere.
stand on business. That's what my feet is there for. Anything that touched the earth is the feet first. So that's where the mind is at. That's where the energy is at. So what's in the core of your belly goes to your feet.
What you said.
So how do I divinely step into my purpose with my feet? Everything's aligned. I go into the core of myself. What do I really want? What do I really desire? Or am I playing with myself?
See, there she go again. See, she said,
Mhm.
And I had to say, I said it last. She called me last night. I still remember it. I just know that, like she was talking about. So I got 7 kids, Roxy,
okay,
and my
beautiful.
oldest son, he been in school of higher learning since he been 19. He got out February 28th,
Okay,
and I was
congratulations.
able to travel to Virginia to go pick him up to see him and everything like that. Spend some time with the family over the weekend and things like that.
Wonderful.
Yeah, girl.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of so many examples I can give you guys when you're talking about accountability, stepping purpose on fire. And if you recognize what fire really is, fire burns, right? The analogy of fire burns, it sheds. But when you want real pure gold, it goes into the fire. It does not go into water first. It goes into the fire, then into the water to cool itself off. So they both work together. And I'm already water. We got 90% of water in our body. So we ain't really got to be drinking a whole bunch of goddamn on water. Okay, let's keep that there. I don't know why I went there. But anyways, so I step into my fire on purpose when I went through experience of being on mind, mood, altering substances for so many years, about 10 years. Okay. And I say that's on purpose because sometimes we think because we have children that we're supposed to move out of the way and put everything on out. Like we got to do everything for our children. That is not the truth. That is not the truth. That is not the truth at all. The truth of the matter is, in my family system, we never talked about being a teenage parent. We never talked about being in a position of poverty. We never talked about the women in the family being in so much masculine energy that we didn't much allow our man to show up and be a father or husband or this or what they needed. Not even the uncles, not even the brothers. Nobody couldn't step into our shoes because we're so egotistic. So when I got into my purpose, which I was always in the ministry, always Monday through goddamn on Sunday in the church 24/7. Choir director, praise and worship leader, liturgical dancer, yeah, songstress, all of that. And a woman like me, who used to have intercessory prayer every Saturday, praying for the whores and the whoremongers and the sluts, the drug dealers and all that. And what I became, that. The whore, the slut, the drug dealer, all of that in a bag of chips with a soda on the side. For 10 years. What that did was allow me to step away from this idea and trusting in man. Because see, the way my mind was, when I was in the ministry the way I was, if you tell me to jump high, I'm jumping higher. Whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do. Right. So I needed that separation. See, people think when you're in the fire, it's going to look pretty. It got to look this way and it got to look, no, baby. It's going to be ugly. It ain't pretty one bit. So for those 10 years of me going through that transition, right? And when I got into my sobriety, because I'm going on 5 years now, I didn't get sober because I want to be damn sober. No. It was just time. Oh, hold on. See, now they wanna see, you see TikTok something else, y'all. TikTok is something else. Here we go. They said now, so when the time for me to do what I needed to do to speed it up, with that happening, trauma begets trauma, begets trauma, begets trauma. And a lot of people don't understand the reason why they so overly addictive over mind will altering substance, because they're not dealing with their trauma. That's why it really happens. It's not the substance that's the problem. It's the way you're with the trauma that you went through mentally.
Transferring the trauma.
Into that. Exactly. So now, me being who I am now, going through what I needed to go through and grow through, having like my sister Delau, that's another one of my sisters, that I met because I went through a skin phobia where I didn't even like my skin. I was raised in racist. My next door neighbors were like that. I wanted to play with the little kids. My mama said, no, babe, I got to protect. You can't play with them. As much as she wanted me to. So what I started doing, I wanted to look like them. In order for me to be liked, let's talk about some real depths of truth. In order for me to be liked, I wanted to look like them, so I would wear some stocking cap on my head to be having long and play like them, so I can get the attention that they get. So when I see a sister that looks just like me, which is my own blood sister, right? I didn't show no love, only because I'm the oldest and I have to. But really, did I love her skin? Nope, because I didn't much love mine. Then I met this young lady, Delau, in a work field that deals with substance abuse, and the way she was honoring me and let me tell you something. Key has shown me, she has said something about women loving on women. And what that really looks like is getting to the depths of your own truth. Not the truth of others, but your own truth, right? So when this woman was loving on me the way she was, it was very uncomfortable. I was a kiss ass Tom to them, but them, right? I didn't know that yet, but so I had to go through that process and say, "Hold on, wait a minute! I got a sister that looks just like me, who's honoring me, loving on me, caring for me, right? I'm my body going like this. Wait a minute, hold on." She talk about she loved me, and she said I look beautiful, huh? How? What you mean? I don't know about nothing about beauty. What you talking about? I don't much like my skin. What you talking about? And she started talking about my skin. how sexy and smooth and beautiful it was. And the more I got comfortable her hearing it, the more I was able to honor her. See, that's what you call loving people to life. That's what you call loving people to life. If you can be transparent and you can be open enough and vulnerable enough to hear, you don't
Yes.
got two ears for no reason.
Listen.
Hear the heart of another woman that looks just like you, healing you,
Yes.
telling you something that you don't think about for yourself. Because you in that mirror telling yourself you're ugly. You in that mirror telling yourself, I don't look like them. I want what they got. So I gotta look like them. So I'm gonna bleach my skin.
It's
Huh?
so sad.
Physical, what they call it, physical dysphobia.
And it's starting to be a really real big thing with the young black girls too.
Yes.
Especially the ones that are like growing up as like little TV stars and whatnot.
Yeah, so they have, see,
Their
they got
TV
this, they
shows.
portray
Like,
this.
I'm like, you need to
Yes,
be a
they
little
portray
stronger
this,
than that,
but they
honey.
don't tell the people really what they got to do to get what they got. So I'm telling you, purposely,
Yeah.
everything happened because I created it. This needed to happen because I created it. And when you take full responsibility for yourself in your life, and you said, okay, you mean to tell me I created this, so I went through an anger spell. I wasn't angry at anybody else but myself. And then God sent me good orderly direction. And that's all I break it down. Good orderly direction. Sent me on TikTok. I met God Self 717. Then I see Key. Then I see Lady Goddess. Then my bestie, she's still with me all the time. I listen. Dalal, that's my sister right there. That's my twin. But and I met Key, and I say, okay. So I asked myself, where's my people? I need my people. I want to see them, and my passion is for women of color. Seriously, is for women of color. And it's not for me to point out what needs to be done in you. It's for me to accept you as you are. Period.
Wow. Beautiful.
Period.
But you got to accept yourself
I
as
had to.
you are.
I had to. I had to. It's like, it's a must. It's imperative that you accept. Listen, I had legions on my face. Legions on my face, and my sister loved all of it. And because of that type of love, when you say Key say that I gave her a hug through the phone, that's what she did for me. I went to go see that damn girl. I took a damn plane and going to freaking Los Angeles to go meet this woman. I said, no, I gotta see her physically. I don't care. I don't care. See, sometimes you got to sacrifice something for you and your healing. You talk about sacred means sacrifice also.
That's where I'm at. I'm learning how to do that.
Yes. So it's imperative to me that I went to Los Angeles to see my sister because I needed her touch for real, for real.
And that's stuff like you just got to move silently on, like, and don't nobody need to know about it but you and the creator. And yes, I'm for real, like, cause
I ain't tell nobody, girl. I just got move.
Gotta
and that's it. And one on one, let's go. Let go. They go. As soon as the money came in the bank, I said, booked. And I was out. And that experience taught me how to love a woman unconditionally. Just be yourself, right? And by nature, I'm very authoritative. I speak with authority all the time. And it's like I was dummying myself down to fit into other people's caliber.
Greetings, Galactic. Greetings, Galactic.
That.
Galactic.
No more people on TikTok. Y'all on TikTok?
Both. Well, Galactic is right here. He just asked the question. Question for the day: what does it mean to acknowledge, to emit change?
What does it mean to acknowledge?
Okay. Yes. To emit change. What does it look like? What does that experience look like to you when you have acknowledged to emit change? Omit meaning we're taking it out. So emit meaning that you're adding change into what you already have reversed in your life so that you can flow this way instead of the way that you have. I think it really deals for me with admitting I've accepted myself and I'm acknowledging the direction that I see within myself to flow for me because I no longer am that version right there.
Good answer. Any answer, like any answer that we give, either right or wrong answer, is he said for each individual. So I embrace.
Yeah.
For me, look at the word admit. That's a mathematical word. We're adding. Anytime you are facing you, you're adding value to you. Me, I embrace all of me, every version of me, and we sit at the table. We have a conversation, checking each other. Like my name is Monique Michelle Wright, and my street name is Breezy. And Breezy be sitting at the table. My grown up name was Nikki, so Nikki be sitting at the table because all these people had personalities. All
Mm-hmm.
these people played a part. So the inner dialogue that I had with them was by embracing them and checking them with them and say, "Hey, how you doing? What y'all
Mm-hmm.
need to talk about today?" See, I sit at the table with the inner dialogue. And sometimes it looks to somebody outside looking in, they be like, you know how you see people in the street be talking to themselves? That's exactly how it looks with myself.
Yeah, me
And
too.
they be coming in telling me like I don't feel heard today. Or they be coming in saying that, I feel like I want to be touched. I said, well, I got you. See, Monique is the head. That's just a name. It's just an identity my mama gave me, a name. Monique is the head. She's one now. But all them sits at the table with me. And I check them with them daily. I do that daily reprieve. That's what it looks like. And for any individual that's listening in the background, you see yourself in the mirror, that's you.
Yep.
That's what it looks like, you. Stop. I cannot compare myself to Key. I will never compare myself to Roxy. We're all one.
Let's go there. That's one of the main ingredients that open up to other spirits. He said emit means to send out, release, or give off something. So it's acknowledging what you gave out. That's why how I said it is how I seen the word. And it's basically you've already acknowledged what no longer serves you. And as I acknowledge that, I'm releasing that and making room for what I know I'm supposed to have in me to send out, release, or give off something. Bad habits, stinking thinking, old, crazy, cracked up behaviors. And we ain't talking about that snort stuff. We talk about your cracked up heart, your cracked up way that you are, and the cracked up way that you try to put stuff in the cracks, right? Even the rose grows from the concrete. So you still know that you are that valuable if you can grow from the concrete. But you have to, I like the word emit because it's energy that you have to send away, energy that no longer serves you, energy that has to go somewhere else other than you. And until you acknowledge it, you can't adjust. See, what's right after the emit is adjust. And it still goes into the self preservation. Once I emit, once I emit, now I can now add because I emitted in that same flow. That's just how I know how to do something. I can see something real quick and be like, okay, I don't need to do that. Kiwi can't still do the same way. Kiwi, you creating this, let it go. I literally be sitting with myself because some of me want to take some people and wring your neck and snatch your tongue out of you, but your honesty doesn't know how to be emitted because you don't know how to be honest and admit how you're thinking of something. And also does, what is that? Where'd he go with it? give off something. So I'm giving off that negative residue, the negative energy, the negativity that's keeping me in a frequency that doesn't align with me. And it's all this static. And that's how you walking around projecting on people. You look like
I love it. The static of the TV from back in the day. You be like, oh, please, you so messy. Get that away from me.
right.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
He said emit. I thought he said admit. See, emit is totally different than admit.
Emit.
Oh,
Emit. Okay, thank you very much, sir. I get it now. All right, Yellow Star, welcome in. So, well, listen, it could both have the same explanation. You know, admit, emit. It's just a word. It's the intentions behind the words that you're using. What are you using it for? Just like the word we use, we say, I don't want to be taken advantage of. I don't want to be used. Well, I do. I want to be used and I want it to be taken advantage of. Why? Because I put people in favorable positions.
I want to talk about that.
Let's go.
And I use this TikTok and this YouTube with this computer and this phone. So, hey, and I created it, right? Humans created it, right? So why we can't be used? And why can't we be taken advantage of? Who said that? Who made that up? Because we're using words, it's the intentions behind the words that we're using. It doesn't matter what word we're using, why are you using it? What's your intention behind using it? It's not being politically correct. Yeah, because we're all telling the truth. Nobody lying.
And advantage, isn't there advantage tires? I'm just saying.
Come on, man. And them tires be good. Cross state, you know what I'm saying? You know, they take you everywhere you got to go.
I'm just saying, like, my thing is this. Yes, we do like to be used and take advantage of in, you know, good and loving, safe ways. However, when you said what resonated in me is men, just an example.
No, you better speak that. Ain't no example. That's real shit going on out here.
It's the truth, like it is. So, like, they like to, be the player, you know what I'm saying? Have their little playbook and, you know what I'm saying? Have their little lines that they use and everything. But what I have noticed in my adult life, men have a very big problem being finessed by women. That's what I'm going to say. They have a very big problem with being finessed by women. And they can't take it when it's just too good to be true.
She finessed
What
me.
is that? What is that?
I did. But here's the thing of understanding with that the woman is good. Knowing that I possess what you have in you because I created that in you. Right? The finesse comes from the master finesser.
That's what I said. We the keeper of the minds and the soul. She human soul, human excellence.
So how do we? And then something else is, instead of laughing, you jump straight in your emotions. Now you're allowing your energy from that event to be in emotions. Now the emotional attachment to what just happened is stringing along with you, male or female. My thing of something is being mentally prepared, because we run around here and we say a lot of cliches, right? We say the proper prep. Well, I don't know. Everybody ain't street and everybody ain't hood, so everybody ain't get this one. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, right? And it's a whole bunch of other pieces that go with that. I just mastered that one.
Proper preparation.
Forget the other part, just that. What are you getting up doing on a daily basis? Just to say tomorrow, when you
That's
get up in the morning,
properly preparing you for whatever it is that you're wanting to produce into your life. Okay.
that's declaring my freedom right there. So now for the day, this is how you take both of y'all topics. And now for the day, I'm what? Purpose on fire. Oh, I'm intentional about my steps because my steps is ordered by God, because I allowed myself to what? Be in proper posture so that I can what? Receive.
Mm-hmm. Alignment. Yeah.
My head
I
needs
got
to be
something with that, what you
not
says.
doing this. I know in I got to do it for him. My hands need
That
to
you
not.
the antenna.
That proper preparation.
So you're the
What's the
antenna
rest of
though.
it?
You're the antenna. What are you
Right.
broadcasting?
You said proper preparation.
Preparation prevents poor performance. So if I ain't getting up and
Prevents
allowing my head,
poor performance. I love that. I
if
love
my head, oh, it's a street slang. We've been saying that forever. Like proper preparation. Okay, anyways, prevents poor performance. A man gave me that, not no female. I got that from my street friends, my
yeah.
friends. I got that from that. Also, let me tell y'all something else. Loyalty is you. We always leaving the word loyalty out because we want to add love. Love ain't the first part of the pyramid. Love is the center because it's you. Love is the center. The center.
Okay.
So
Go, sis. Because if you're saying I am love and you're sitting in your light body, which is your Merkaba, that means I am one with myself in the temple so I can be intimate. Intimate. I have to be intimate, right? So if I'm going to be intimate, I need to go into my what? Secret chambers of the Most High where I can dwell. And the word is pestilence. But it's what it is a silent posture of oneself where yourself is within you and the silence outside of you doesn't dwell because nobody can come into your intimate space. Me.
Mm-hmm.
Me. So if I'm in with me, it allows me to do what? Love on me. Welcome in, Nine Eat the Flash. Shout out to Mr. Nine Eat the Flash because he's the one that got me together on how to allow my masculine. I whip my hair. That is Willow. That is not Beyonce with your whip your hair back and forth. Don't you?
You better get that right. Don't be
Right.
putting that on Willow.
No, you gotta go. You gotta put that together. I whip my hair back. That's Willow. That is not
I whip
Beyonce.
my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and I whip my. Bruh.
Hold up. And then
Bruh.
crack your neck. Crack your neck.
Crack your neck. I crack my neck back and forth. I crack my crack.
Good. Mo is going to share with us what happens when you start doing things with your back and your neck. And since all of us like music, all three of us love music, right? So if we love music, well, why you ain't getting up and I want to dance with somebody? You know, I want to be in the heat with somebody. What is wrong with getting excited for self? That's another factor for today, ladies and gentlemen, is celebrate you.
Yes.
Celebrate you. How would you feel if we went and spent a rack, right? We went and spent $1,000 at the VIP at Fire and Ice, which is a club in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, Fire and Ice on Kirby Drive. If you're from Memphis, you know.
Okay. And
we gonna go to the VIP, and we didn't spend like $1,000. Probably all of us, bottles popping, the boom, boom, boom,
go clubbing.
But you ain't celebrating, and you gonna leave after you spent this money. And you're going to leave and you're going to go back home, right? And you're going to wake up tomorrow and you probably look at your bank account and see all of this stuff that you didn't spend this money on. Here goes the psychological warfare beginning to happen with oneself because of the money that you spent on nonsense. Soul knows you spent it on nonsense. You know you spent it on nonsense. But because you want to be, I'm in my darkness and do what I want to do. It's my money. Come on, girl, let's go. Fuck him. All this negative nonsense
Mm-hmm.
that you need to emit. You need to push it away from you because you're the value, the virtue to your own identity and integrity. If you're going to be purpose on fire, what does that genuinely look like to oneself when you have allowed yourself to divinely step in your truth?
Mm-hmm.
What did that look like for you when you actually accepted, oh, this is me. This is me. You know, how you genuinely accepted, like you don't
Mm-hmm.
even have words because you're already within admitting and accepting, and you're already adjusting, right? You're having these great conversations, but they don't come out audibly to correct because you're in alignment and you're like, oh, this.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do that so this can happen, right?
Yeah.
Like, bright light, bright light,
Yeah.
right? And you see how it makes us laugh? That
Mm-hmm.
laughter is from the soul because you see yourself and you're receiving you. Have you really received you? Your goofiness, your quirkiness, your corniness, things that you laugh at that probably ain't funny to other people. How your hair does its flip and don't want to lay down. You got to go get some more little gel and get your butt down there. Okay, I'm ready now. How you got that cow lick dude and you got that piece of hair that don't want to never do nothing and he trying to steady air you up and you like that hair won't move. How you sitting there got the cologne going on and you put that little nice fit on men and women and you standing there looking at yourself like, oh, you look good. You better have an intimate conversation with you. And Bayshell, now she's Bayshell, okay? Bayshell is a model. And I wanted for her to share what it is as a melanin woman in the industry of modeling right now, because you guys think that it's really, oh, it's all good if you don't like, what did it say? I got something blocking what you said, and I can't move it.
Oh, somebody act a fool.
No. I can read it now. He said, if you don't like, basically, if you don't like doing your hair, then grow locks.
Come on.
Grow locks. So to Miss Mo over there, Miss Just Me in Time, she literally has locks. Deontay has some locks. I don't know if Galactic does. Roxy don't. I got my braided and then my twist going on right here. Do you not know that these are our antennas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we know that. Me and you.
Our
Come on.
Kiki Corley. Yeah.
Yeah, these are. Beat me up, Scotty.
Ding 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 ding. Antenna. Antenna.
And before that probably was, somebody take your hair and do that. You'd be like, no, quit. I'm gonna admit I had a little happy ball about it because they would do that. And I even though I like you touching my hair, I do not like people touching my hair. So that means I don't like you touching me. I am big. Don't put your hands in my hair. I don't know where your hair be, where your spirits are. I don't care. Let's talk about that, Miss Roxy, because that's why I said Miss Modeling over there. Tiante says, I grew mine from bald skin, as in
Well,
people picking on me, telling me to give it up and stay bald. I am
oh,
proud of you. Oh, and that's something.
I'm over here talking shit.
I know you always get. I wanted to say hearts 9 all because that's something I didn't know I knew when you told me, but to read it and to say it out loud, we have to get in a place of loving me. It's easy cause I'm beautiful. Shoot do 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 do. Oh, you're regrowing yours because and he said I have receding hairline. Okay, what's gonna happen is it's gonna grow some hair right there. Speak it, touch it, grow hair, more hair, more hair. You gotta let me in your head. That's what's up. Telling you, let me in your head. More hair, more hair, more hair. I don't know where Miss Bayshell went to, but we are still going to continue about being
I'm
you.
right here.
Okay, she didn't went put there she Bayshell is in the house. She went got that
Oh,
sweater, y'all.
I
Y'all get
know. I'm so sorry. It's cold here. It's raining. It's gloomy. The plants are fighting for sunlight. It's a whole, I know, right? It's a whole thing behind
Yes.
production. So yeah.
You guys, I want to say thank you too for your presence, for your time, for being here, and we're not going anywhere. It's just I'm very grateful. So shout out to my collective conscious family this morning. I was on time, even though y'all didn't do nothing and move. I was on time. I gave them what I said I was going to do. Word is bond. It bonds you to the divine truth of oneself. And you have to stand in that in the now. We have people out here that might not like you for your skin, for your hair, might not like you for the way that you walk, you talk, anything about you. But that does not define you because they don't like themselves.
It's constant.
Yeah,
And
it's a constant.
I say this because it's never going to be something that goes away. It's always going to be a thing for it's always going to be a thing for the world, society. They're going to make it, be a thing. Me as a model, a black model, is particularly a dark skinned model. um my hair is always an issue. It's always an issue. Like if it's braided up, it's an issue. If it's a lace front wig, it's an issue. Sewing, it's an issue. So it's like whatever my hair doesn't look like, that's how they want it to look. So it's like I'm like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just you just embrace yourself. Like you said, you really have to have tough skin. And you really have to love yourself. You really do. You have to
Mm-hmm.
love
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Like unorthodox healer said, like you gotta know.
She over there in that tunnel vision. You better
uh
right
I see she's done
ain't no way.
she's done that tunnel vision. Yep. Put your blinders on, your peaky blinders.
Yeah,
Your
galactic.
peaky blinders. But yeah, it's always a thing. So it's like it's nice to work with people that are looking to work with models that have, the natural hair look, or are wearing their natural hair. So that sometimes can be a a refresher, but the hair is always gonna be a problem. It is. That's the only thing that I can say. So you just have to love yourself.
And I'm gonna add to that
Hmm.
loving you. Love is a verb, and when you go loving,
Love how you look, love yourself, love you, love everything about you. Like you said, flaws and all. Like you really gotta be
no
into
flaws, girl. That's what society said I have. I'm perfect.
you really have to you really have to be in tune, with yourself, you know. So yeah.
And you know what? With that, and we can talk about loving, but let's say it like this: you have to care for you. You have
Right.
to give up the same way that you care about.
Yeah.
Not the same way that you go care about you care about that man or them children or
Hmm.
grandma, granddaddy, whomever. The same way that you give of yourself to the
Hmm.
next. individual and you do not give to you don't give to yourself like that, that's why you drain. That's why you feeling complacent.
Right.
That's why
You
you're
not going
sluggish. You
for
don't
you.
have time to do nothing for
You're
self.
not showing up for yourself. And in modeling, they will quickly maneuver and find who they can manipulate. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're not a self-starter, if you don't believe in yourself, love yourself, know who you are, and all of that, they're gonna make you who they want you to be.
Mm.
Point blank period. That's why it's very important, because I'm always having to stick up for myself. I'm always having to defend myself, protect myself, all of that. Oh, well, we didn't mean it like that. It's just a little something that I'm not finna do. So get somebody else up in here. Go get you an OnlyFans model. Do what you gotta do, bruh. But it's not finna be me. Mm-hmm.
I'm with you on that. And that's like he was saying,
They don't respect boundaries. They be like,
he
"Well,
said,
you're okay. Those are my boundaries. It don't matter if I'm comfortable with dental floss or not. That's my thing. You're going steps beyond that, and that's some things that that I don't do. So it's like it just depends. Like I said, they will try you, and you have to know who you are firmly and
mm-hmm.
stand on that, and you don't let nobody move you off.
Yes, yes. I wanted Miss Monique.
Mm-hmm.
When you embody the wealth that you are, there's no more proving nothing to no one.
See, she's
Period.
talking about the same thing we
When
talk,
you embody the
because
wealth that
people
you
will try
are,
to.
there's no more proving nothing to
Yes.
no one. You just fucking be. Period. And let them love you how they love you. Think about
Right.
this. Think about this. This I just learned coming back home, Key. Just
Mhm.
learned this. I
Mhm.
had this. When I went home and I saw how things were maneuvering around me, these
Mhm.
people wanted me around them. I'm not stealing their shit. I'm not taking their jewelry. I'm not taking their money. Come on now. Because see, some people still see us in the light of what we used to be. Let them.
You
Because
not
I got nothing
minding
to
they
prove
face.
to them.
Hold on. We're gonna do it for you. There you go. That's the light you see me in. But now I'm hot, you mad.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's good. Cool. Get mad because what it's going to do is press you to you. It's going to
I'm
press you to you. Press toward the
Yeah.
mark of a higher
Yeah.
calling. That's what
Yeah.
it said, right?
Yeah.
Press toward the mark. Proverbs 31, the virtuous woman. Why
Yeah.
do you say that?
Mhm.
Virtue,
Mm-hmm.
vision.
Mm-hmm.
If I ain't got nothing nice to say
Righteous.
at all,
Right.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Righteousness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I open, I'm declaring.
Boom.
Wait a minute. Who do you think you is?
Mm-hmm.
I say, I'm blessed in the city, blessed coming in, blessed going out. Everything's mine. Everything's good. Who you think you is? You're not better than me. I'm better than you. I stand authority right here, right now. At the end of the day, what happened yesterday is gone.
I
You
can't do
can't
nothing
even
about that.
look. You
Can't
can't
do
even
nothing
go
about
grab nothing from yesterday and put
Come
in the
on.
nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And then he talk about, listen, yesterday boy had me all over the place. I was like, going like this. When you were talking about going like this, that's the broadcast signal.
Yeah.
Okay? The mind is a broadcasting signal. You're going to either broadcast or receive what you're broadcasting. So what are you broadcasting? Are you broadcasting acceptance? Because if you are, then there's no comparison what they're doing because they are me. So we was talking about using the advantage. This is how I see it. I'm the best player. I'm the best player, nigga. Yeah, let's go. We're gonna play this game well. You see how
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I flipped it? I flipped the narrative. Because when they used it before, we say we want to be in a relationship with men or women, but we're looking at it this way. How we used to look at it is no longer that way. It's that stinking thinking, like she was saying. So we're no longer in that stinking thinking. So now we're renewing our mind. where change is saying, as a man thinketh, so they become. So, okay, since I hold the power in my thought, I'm going to see this man how I want to see. I got him right here. See him right there? He right there. He right there. I ain't talking just to talk. He right there. And what I want to see in him, I see in myself. And that's why I say if I don't have nothing nice to say, I'm not opening my mouth. And we're going to play the game well together. Wow. Okay. All green flags over here. No more red flags. Everything green. Everything is a goal. Everything's a goal.
We have, oh shoot, don't you go nowhere. Like, all right. Like trying to run away from me. All right, we have Mr. Nine Eat the Flash that wanted to speak, you guys. But before he does speak, I wanted to say something regarding that. Your divine truth about you lies in that fire of self. Are you willing to go sit within your own fire? Meaning the lies that are told about you that are not you, you're going to have to burn that away. You're going to have to get mad. You're going to have to get fire hot at the one thing in life that matters the most. You. You. And if you don't believe that, sit with yourself and look at the things that you can actually do with the least amount of effort that makes you feel excited, that makes you feel this joyous, ooh, like get down on it, hey, like you over here in exuberance, right? But you gonna have to allow yourself to burn with what isn't you, so that you can burn away and chip away everything so that you can see you. So I'm going to let Mr. Nine Eat the Flash welcome in. Gratitude for your presence, honor, and respect to you, Mr. Divine Masculine. How you vibing?
Love and greatness to the primordial goddesses and the guys. What's going on? What's really good? How's everybody vibing? All I wanted to say is that when it comes to women and men, we have to understand why that the woman or the goddess must rise in order for the masculines to rise. And we have to digest and swallow the red pill to give leadership up as the man of the household or the man that leads the family. We have to give it to the woman. We have to give it back to the woman. We have to give it back to the goddess. That's the only way the balance is going to be restored. And that's the only way that you're going to fully ascend to your divine higher version of yourself. You have to give the leadership up to the womb man, the man with the womb, the first man to exist on the physical plane of existence. That's why they want you to believe that dumbass shit that the woman came from a man's rib. If that was the case, a lot of us niggas right now would break our ribs on purpose because we would want more than one woman.
Oh, you gonna be ribless fooling with me. You gonna be without a rib fooling with me. I promise you I'm gonna snatch it and I'm gonna take it because it belonged to me in the first place.
Telling you that he came from Adam's rib.
Okay, I need that again. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Nine.
I had to take.
When you go back.
So.
Will you repeat that again because she had to step away? She didn't hear that. She's like, I need that. What you just say?
He said that the leadership needs to be given back to the woman.
In order. Oh, she's still talking?
Go ahead.
Oh, we have to understand that as gods and as men, we have to give that leadership to the goddess. We have to give it back to the goddess where it originally was. We got to put the goddess, the baby mom, the goddess, the woman, we got to put her back on the throne where the fuck she belongs at. And if you don't do that, if you're caught up into the patriarchal mindset of I'm a man, I'm alpha,
Shut up,
Eggs.
go make some dinner. Like I'm really I like when I hear those words, like I get hostile. Like I'm like,
The
okay.
divine masculine isn't that though. See,
I
let me,
know.
and that is where I really enjoy when Nine and Galactic, the divine masculine, come in and stand up for. I'm big on you standing up for stuff that is right, that are facts. Welcome in, Big Worm. Now the whole big squad here. But it's like where you, this is me as a woman, divine feminine right now, seriously, where you are being conflicted by the opposite sex, man or woman, go in and ask yourself, why does that disturb me? Because it ain't just no one person of entity that does these things, right? But why is that disturbing me? And sit with yourself, get tea with yourself, do whatever you need to do at this second, because self is going to give you that answer. And in that, be willing and ready to move forward with yourself. Are you really trying to stay stuck each time that a man or a woman does something and it just, I mean, I'm there, but I'm aware that if you triggered me, thank you. Oh, I'm so serious. Thank you. Because when you trigger me, it allows me to go and do work with myself. Why did you upset me? Why did that person, out of all people, what happened? What's going on? When you don't ask the why question and the who question and the how, when you don't do this with self, yourself gets untangled and out of alignment. We're supposed to be in alignment, divinely masculine and feminine, masculine, however somebody wants to shoot it first. I don't get my panties in a ruffle like that, because if I do, it takes me off focus. So if I know that it's men out here that can disturb something because you want to be in whatever thought and plan and your mindset of how you want to have this idea, this is how I worked on it. Your idea of me in your mind, in your world, isn't who I am. So I'm going to be me and have wisdom to know to just not say nothing and watch how that unfolds. Because I don't have to sit up here and constantly tell you who I am when you should know. Because you should know yourself. We're in 2026. This is the year of, I'm going to say it, non-excuses. If you are out here and you hear messages like this and you are still behaving in a certain way and presenting yourself in a certain way, I'm going to say it like this. Energy don't lie. I read energy and frequency. I know what's going on with your mindset and how you thinking before you even open your mouth up. So stop playing, man and woman. And females, stop playing with these men out here. It is divine masculine men out here that literally know you. Know what type of woman you are, know where you're coming from, know what you're trying to do, how you trying to do it, and you trying to play with the brother pockets. Oh, he's supposed to provide. It ain't that type of provide, baby. It ain't got nothing to do with no money. It ain't got nothing to do with money. Galactic says, in Mother, it's moth. Many look at the moth as undesired, but really those are the stages of her softness. And a moth is soft. If you have, I touch bugs, okay? I'm a person that, okay, just leave me alone. I like my country. I'll touch it. Hey, babies. So a mouth is soft, and it really does, like, it's like this, like you have to do this, right? Really softness with it, because you can squish the wings. So you got to touch it ever so soft. You squish when you touch things that are super soft, like yourself. You squish away your gentleness that you need to give to yourself. Do your fingers like this, real soft. Oh, we doing work today. What y'all thought we going to sit here and just be cute? No, we going to sit here and do some softness. Touch your fingers like this, real soft. Yes, glad.
So you have to know. So you have to know that the goddesses are the first original creators, right? Without the goddess, without the women, your male, masculine ass wouldn't be here, right? So you have to understand that yes, men are creators, but we're the enforcer creators that enforces the creativity of the goddess, of the women. We're supposed to be the enforcers and the protectors of their creation. So, and the goddesses, are the rule regulators. They make the rules and regulations. We as divine masculine men, or we as gods, we're supposed to enforce her rules and regulations. Now, don't get me wrong, men are leaders. And if that woman gives you the right to lead on certain things and certain situations, okay, that's fine. But at the end of the day, she's the grand big boss behind all the shit that you're enforcing. She's the grand boss. You got to still follow under her. And until all men on the face of the earth come to the agreement and the oneness of that and return back to the matriarch mindset, then that's when balance will be officially restored and you will fully ascend to the highest version of yourself.
I say, just like fire.
Shut up and speak to me nice.
Yes. Oh, that's my non-ether. Y'all can't have him. I'll share him with y'all.
I know ether. I knew nice ether. I know what you talking about. That brother been on.
Yes. Yes. And he don't want it. Look, and hold up. I got to say this. If you know, because I know. If you know that you a teacher, teach so I can eat. Okay, brother? Teach so that I can eat. Eating is me growing. Eating is my garden being protected. Eating is myself seeing me in my light how I'm supposed to be, because of the fact that, hold up, baby, it's one thing that I love more than anything is when a man do my eyebrows. You know why? Because he see you. He see you. First man ever did my eyebrows. First person ever did what he didn't do. He just cleaned them up, right? And he's like, a woman's face is what we really see first. Y'all think we see ass. He says no. He said a man, which now understanding it, a divine masculine does not see your ass and titties first. Okay? For sensitive folks, that's where we at. But he sees you, the hue of you, the light of you, the greatness of you. And as Naita says, and I love it, I had to write it down, the grand boss of you. Yes, he does, Galactic. I know greatness, greatness. Whoosh. That's why it's 9 eat the flash. Whoosh. That's why. And until and then here's the other thing I wanted to share. Please give compliments to our men out here. How you gonna raise the vibration when you're not raising the divine masculine? You gotta raise your own divine masculine and feminine of yourself, your yin and your yang. You can't leave it separated. You got that. That's why all that nook, if you book, got nook. That's one of my songs, y'all. Just so you know, because we know I say it all the time.
Crime mob, ho.
Hey. Right, I played it yesterday. That's my
nook. If you book,
okay, you got to get in this mode with yourself. And I know a lot of women they're more and more feminine. Baby, you better quit playing. I come over there in your house and start whispering in your man's ear. Let me see how soft you is then. Just saying. And I ain't got to whisper. I can tell him that he's light and he's here to shine intentionally on purpose. And you better fix your hat, bruh. You looking good over there. You know who you is, suave and debonair. I tell a man that I promise you this does this. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. Oh, she spoke to me. That's why it's called Speak to My Heart. Speak to my heart, Holy Spirit. The spirit of you that's holy, the soul of you that's holy, the wholeness of you that's holy, the ground that you walk on is holy. You are holy. but you got to be in your higher consciousness of self. You got to be in, so a man thinketh, right? So that means thinking on those things that are true, noble, righteous, integrity, divineness. Miss Monique is going to come now and give us what that looks like for us as the divine feminine, standing, walking in your divine truth, on fire, purposely. Purposely. We didn't declare our freedom. Take the chain off your heart so you can open your mind. Take the chain off your heart so you can open your mind. Open thine eye to my heart. You thought I was playing? No. Open thine eye. That's the name of it. That's how that song goes. Open thine eye to my heart. Everything about you is in alignment. My feet connected to my ankle bones. My ankle bones connected to my calves. And my calves connected to my knee. And my knees connected to my hip. My hip connected to my kundalini. And my kundalini connects me to every motherfucking thing that I need and want. I'll be quiet now.
Ooh, baby, listen, y'all, let me tell you something. This is what fire does. It's very uncomfortable. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Simple. This is not complicated. It's not. It's not. I can pick up energies very, very quickly now. And when you say, higher vibration and, you know, um, consciousness. Well, consciousness is energy, and it's just a thought. The thought is not negative nor positive. That's not a thought. A thought is just a thought, right? And when you're saying purpose on fire, and as a man thinketh so it becomes. So what are you meditating on? We said this earlier. What am I meditating on? Am I changing the way I'm thinking about myself so I can see my other selves? And if I see my other selves in versions of myself that's healed, right? All they're doing is complimenting me. Simple. They compliment me. If I see a version of myself that has that look like ain't healed, you're still complimenting me. You're showing me what I grew up in. You're showing me what I have grown from. We're no longer singing a song, we shall overcome. We already overcame. Look what we have built. Look, like literally, look what we have built. Look at the expansion of technology. Look at the expansion of education. Look at the expansion of family, solitude, serenity. So instead of me, Monique, looking at things that saying that it needs to be changed, no, I changed the way I look at things. That's it. It's simple, y'all. It's not complicated. Honesty, open-mindedness, and wisdom. Or you could say, give me the strength to see myself in the mirror and make that change. Michael Jackson, one on time. If I want to make a world a better place, I must look at myself and make that change. It keeps saying that over and over again. Change to who? For whose benefit? Are we appeasing to everybody else liking? Listen, I don't like everybody. But I love you.
But I love you. That's my thing too. I don't like everybody.
I don't like everybody, but I love you because you know what? It's not about being liked. It's about really loving people to life and speaking your truth. And when I'm stepping on your toes like y'all step on mine, all I get to do is say, ouch.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna come tell it. I'm gonna tell it. Remember, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Like, hey, I just said this last night in a meeting. I still go to AA meetings. I still get an NA meeting. I go to any motherfucking meeting I want to motherfucking go to. And if anybody got a problem with that, I don't give a fuck.
And if I had a friend that was going, I would go to, because you know what? The meeting is not what y'all think at all. It is an inspired, insightful, intellectual conversation with an individual that ding, 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 ding,
That is
said
you.
yes to their self.
That is you.
That's you, that's me.
That's you.
Popping the bottle, having the bleezy going on, or I decided and have a little whatever. Don't try that new shit, y'all. I'm dead ass. Keep that. Don't try the new shit. Don't do none of that. But when you decide to be uncomfortable for self, it's really different.
And
It's
it looks okay. So when I say uncomfortable, it was like I physically was uncomfortable, but what was being said resonated. See, how I know that I'm receiving something from you guys is when my body is uncomfortable. I'm shifting.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh,
I feel uncomfortable
that's how I know that I'm listening and something in me has been activated.
Hold on, Mo. Nine thought you was done, and he wanted to add to what you just said. What you say, Nine?
Said you have to be comfortable
Uh-huh.
in order to be comfortable, because sometimes you might have to sleep outside and be outside just to get to that space of comfortability
Within yourself.
whatever is that, and you might have to make a sacrifice and not buy the things you normally buy on the regular consistent basis. You might have to stop and just be still, and even being still sometimes feels uncomfortable when you just be still and observe it, because you're being still and you're looking at everything and you're percepting everything and you're absorbing everything. And that's a type of uncomfortability because you feel alone when you're actually not alone. But still, you have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable. And this is all stages of what you call your life. You have to go through the distractions and the hardships and the what they call trials and tribulations. You have to go through these trials and tribulations to be in some type of comfortability. You have to suffer sometimes. That's in regards of uncomfortability. You have to suffer to be unsuffered sometimes.
So suffering is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Suffering is a choice. You
Right.
do not have to hold on. You do not have to suffer. It's a choice. Some people think they have to suffer, but you don't. Suffering is a choice. No, we don't have to suffer. The sacrifice, okay, the sacrifice that needs to be made is within yourself. The idea that we think we have to do this and we have to do that, no. The sacrifice is you facing you in the mirror. That's it. Yeah, and you gotta have patience with that. You got to have patience with that. And then at the end of the day, when you're comparing yourself to a version of yourself, you're no longer, then you're still in competition. For what? What reason? Who are you trying to appease? Who are you trying to prove it to?
And that's why
I'm gonna tell you the unadulterated truth. For me, I ain't suffering nothing. I only suffer because I did not know. Now I choose not to suffer. Period.
what you said, because suffering is still going back to yesterday where we had brought up hell, right? Hell is a state of mind. It's the state of your mindset, right? In one's being. So with that, if I choose to suffer, or I can choose to experience. I'm going to say this one more time.
Big difference.
Which is the mentality. Or I can choose to have an experience and enjoy this experience. Oh, each thing in life is to teach you a lesson. No, each thing in life is an experience.
That's all it is.
And once you get to the knowing factor of telling yourself, this is an experience. He said, yes, truly, always the state and the stages. So with that stage right now, right, we are right here. Are you suffering within yourself? Because you're not suffering outside of yourself. For clearly, you can get food. Clearly, you can get shelter. Clearly, you are only in a hopeless state of mindset because you choose not to have what is called faith, which is walking blindly, which is not walking with these two eyes, but walking in a knowing mentality, walking in a I'm into me mentality, which is I'm staying in my intimacy. See how the conversation goes right back to the beginning of this? That intimacy with you is the intimate light of one's being. You can choose to stay right here and just complacentness, or you can add colors to yourself, which allows you to shine. That's why on the side where it's the TikTok, it says superstar and all these different colors around it, right? Because you are super and you are a star. Just not just that, but let's just take it simply. What is that put together? If I'm a superstar, hold on, you better go put your Wonder Woman cape on today. You go back and put your Superwoman cape on today. You need your Maya Angelou, Miss Poetry Lady over there. Hello. What you need? You need hold up. What's the why I can't think of the girl name? The first and only Black woman in NASCAR. I watched NASCAR before she ever got there, and I still because I like fast cars, right? But let me tell you something. I had to get myself there for real. I had to get out of my thought about anything and anybody. I had to do that. And in order to do that, I had to start allowing myself for the last 2 years to tell myself I am more masculine than I'm feminine. Then I had to go with the back and forth with it. But why am I like that? Oh, you grew up this way. No, when you go to the root of yourself, and it takes time, but when you go to the root of self, the dirt where you put the seed at, you'll see how you started protecting you. Something happened to you when you was a child, okay? I was 6. Mama sent me to daddy's, and then it went from there, okay? Anything you can think of, don't have to talk about what's already understood. Things happened to Kiana that should not have, but they did. They happened through me because they taught me how to protect myself. See, all of those things that happened to you as a little kid were teaching you how to be protected and very guarded, right? And then you became this teenager and you want to be free a little bit. So your freedom is in the freedom of what was placed up on you and what you allow. So now you're allowing all of this to define who you are. So you're still juggling, oh, I'm trying to find me. And as you're doing that, life and then people have kids with so on and so on, but you're still trying to get to what you said. Yes, the identity of self is where it doesn't need the mirror, but truth to stand in all things. It's people out here that do need the mirror. They ain't looked at themselves, and this is Flik the Switch today is still for everybody, but it's still strictly focused on women because it's things that men have done to women that have made them not want to look in the mirror. I'm a woman that
Can I add to that?
Go ahead, sister.
Because listen, the reason why the shit happened to Monique, because it was perpetuated. It was a part of my mother's awareness. And it was part of my mother's awareness and my mother's awareness and my mother's awareness sort of passed down to me. The reason why these things happen to me is because of my mother's awareness. Now that the story is no longer there. We're talking about purpose on fire. We're burning all those stories. Those stories don't exist no more.
I was trying to see if I had my lighter.
You see what I'm saying? So now I get to change the story for my 7 nations. That will not happen to my 7 nations. Because a part of my awareness, my awareness now.
Say that shit now.
My awareness now. As I call those things that be not as though they are. They are great. They are excellent. None of those things that I went through is going to be passed down to them. Simple as that. Period. Let them damn churn be. Let them teenagers fucking be. They doing better than what the fuck we did. They speaking their damn mind. They know what the hell they want. Just because I had a fucked up relationship with my ex-husband, you think I want that with my damn children who got all these, the relationship that they have? No, speak differently, baby. I am God. I am that I am, and I say what I'm going to say. I told my daughter, man, last night, I say the reason why you want my daughter, because I say so. because I say so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you will not be with her. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. And he said, you know why you telling the truth. You goddamn right I'm telling the truth. Because I know. See, I had to practice this, and he said, practice these things in all of my fear. So I practice it in my own life. The reason why I'm in a relationship, the way I'm in a relationship, not to be loved, because I am loved. I'm the shit of love that I am with the man I want. Period. No more, no less. And sometimes you got to cuss a nigga out. Yeah. That's love too.
And I didn't put a curse on you. What I did, I spoke highly in authority that I am done with this nine. And I feel more people do need to get to that. Like, we speak these frivolous things that we want in life, right? But we have no divine desire because we ain't commit to anything but things outside of our body and people and places outside of us. And so when you're not sitting with yourself, which is what Nine was talking about. And I say this, like, first of all, every one of us, unless depending on how old you are right now, experienced the game called Be Quiet and Be Still. And they did this in class. And every last one of us had a timeout. So if you don't take your adult self and go adult time out, you are denying yourself the love that you deserve, the kindness you deserve. You're denying yourself of what it feels like to experience your own authentication, your own authentic, unconditional love. Do you really have unconditional love? Because if you do, you would sit up there and pick your face up, pick your head up, pick that crown up, put that bitch on, spray it down and pin it down with Gorilla Glue spray. I wish I had some glue right here. Spray it down with Gorilla Glue spray and walk in a different posture because your thoughts have actually changed. Nine wanted to speak real quick. I just wanted to read this again from Galactic.
No, let me finish saying what I got to say again. I'm going to mute up and I'm going to go back on TikTok.
No, you go mute up and go back.
Yeah, I'm going to mute up and go back on TikTok.
She multitasking, y'all. Give it up for
just I can do that. I'm gonna say this.
Her first time doing it.
The subconscious mind does not question or doubt. So whatever you're broadcasting in this reality, you're taking it to the subconscious mind. Now, if you say you know who you are, think about it. If you say you know who you are, what are you broadcasting in your subconscious mind? Change it right then and there. It's that simple. Play with it, y'all. I don't take a rocket science. Play with it. Okay, I need a bill paid. Boom. So I'm going to call my son. Not on the phone. And guess what happened? He gave me that $100. Now my phone bill is paid. I'm talking about some real shit. In the mind, woman, you want that man? You want him to be the masculine man? You better go within your thoughts. If he's a player, because you're the player. If he's a cheater, because you're the cheater. We caused all this. We did this, not them. We. So take some accountability for the chaos that we caused, and chaos is good. Chaos is good. Oh, y'all. Now I mute up.
Okay, now she's gonna mute up. And I love when she said, I put it in. Yes, what are you broadcasting with yourself? What type of conversation you over here having?
I love
like
that.
You gotta be honest with that.
I love that. If you
no, it's called cosmic
broadcasting
with yourself.
With yourself. That is so powerful. That is so major. And it probably a lot of people's heads too, huh?
Let me tell y'all something. Roxy is being nice, okay? I need her not to be nice right now, right?
I know. I've got so many distractions. Really if somebody knock on my door one more time, like people have been knocking on my door like this whole
I wanted to have 9 come up because he was about to say something in that where and not Gemini, Galactic says cosmic crank up, and that's what I was saying. Cosmic crank juice. Let's go. 9, what was you about to say?
All I was going to say was, you have to understand the physics and the cosmetic science behind a goddess and a god or a man or a woman, right? You have to understand, man, that, all right, yes, we are guys. Yes, we are men. Yes, we are strong. Yes, we are logical. Yes, we could build. Yes, we could do a lot of things in this physical. But, you know, they want to keep us, you know, violent. You know, men are most likely relevant to get violent. And it's violent. And what other word they use? We're violent, we're destructive, and all this other stuff. Yeah, okay. Now, when it comes to the woman, no, she's not violent. No, she's not aggressive. I mean, some women can be aggressive, but the average woman is not aggressive. The average woman is not violent. The average woman, you know, don't react or respond in the ways that men do when it comes to certain things and situations. But you have to know, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, the woman, the goddess, is dangerous. And I don't, I mean, and that's what they don't want the divine masculine to be, dangerous. So when a divine masculine is dangerous, that's when he embraces divine feminine within himself, because a woman is naturally dangerous because she's source.
Okay, shout out to 9 right now. Yes.
So this is why they do everything in their power to try to stop the woman. This is why they collect the woman's placentas and all that other stuff, because they understand that she's the top tier of every motherfucking thing, yo. Like they try to stop. Hey, this is why they suppress the divine feminine. This is why you don't see that shit in the religious books. This is why you don't see a lot of women leaders versus the men leaders, even though they are women leaders today, but you don't see a lot of it because they, you know, they're trying to hold on to the patriarchal mindset things, but it's over with. It's too many divine masculines, or I'm not gonna say too many. It's enough divine masculine to change the whole fucking ship ordeal. But you have to understand, the man with the womb is dangerous. And that's way so beyond fetch than you just being violent and destructive. Yeah, a man could be destructive all day, but that doesn't mean shit. Once that man is dangerous, he don't have to be the violent and destructive. Because he could be calm, because that man could be calm and stay in the same space and destroy some shit, just like a woman is naturally able to do any motherfucking way.
And that's where I'm at, Ashe. Because when you hear anybody speaking on the woman and where we live at here, they have spoke on the woman as defiled, belittling, you're less than, you're the weaker vessel. Anything that we have been taught about the woman doesn't allow you to be purpose on fire. Not purpose in fire, purpose on fire. Doesn't allow you to declare your freedom. Yes, degrading as well. Everything is to take you away from your highness. Your highness. Shout out to Mr. Joshua Lyles, where he's every morning, every day. Greetings, Your Highness.
I'm going to use another example real quick. like when it comes to the religion and Islam. And I used to be Muslim. I was Muslim from 2001 up until I put it to the side 4+ years ago. Right? When I was a religion, you know, once I start to awaken in my first beginning awaken stages, I did realize that in religion they suppress the women. They suppress the women in the Bible. They suppress the women in the Quran. Now that I'm opening my third eye and looking through it, but what I'm saying is, like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like in Islam, they make it strict, and even though some women follow it in Islam and some don't, but they make it a divine print in that religion that the woman got to be guarded up. And she's supposed to guard her chastity, and she's not supposed to make a fucking man lust for her. Now, if you really think logical about this, it don't matter if a woman is garbed up the fuck or not. I can still see her ass, I can still see her titties and the outline of her fucking body, and I'll still get a fucking erection. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that that's just the illusion aspect of what's really beyond the scene. What's really beyond the scene is they want the women and the goddesses to garb up to suppress them from the fucking sun. How are they going to get downloads if their skin is covered? How are they going to get healing and charge to be covered? That's the illusion behind this shit. So that's when I realized that Islam suppressed the goddesses, but they try to disguise it in a, you're supposed to do it for Allah. You're supposed to do it for your husband so another man won't lust for you. Fuck all that shit. Women are supposed to be lustful and tasteful to look at any motherfucker way. What's wrong with you?
Thank
I'm
you.
right there.
Where's the bell? The bell. Yay! Ashe. Galactic says there are all spiritual concepts of what lessons to rise in, but they turn it to worship. Facts. So for those of us, I don't knock nothing of anything. I just speak facts. Okay. When you take the word religion, it means to rely on one and not yourself. And that's my word that I can take it and fix it and do whatever. Hold on. If you take a word and you hear
you could be flat naked and still be modest.
Like Halle Berry in what was that? Swordfish or whatever. And when she was standing there when she was laying there with the paper and he came and I guess it was time for them to go or whatever, but she's laying there naked, reading the paper, having her wine, and he comes in and he looks like you're naked. And she looks at him like, okay. We have to get to a point within ourselves. You have to get within yourself of understanding this body is just like the phone. It's a compartment. It's just like the box that the phone came in. It's just like this box, this little radio thing that everything's sitting on, just like the wallet. It's a compartment. And what you put in ain't always aligned with who you are and what's already within you. We run around, it's in my DNA. We run around singing all these songs, but you're not applying what you need to do, which is take off the mask, take and unzip your body. How would you actually look if you was not in the body? And then we got the look, we're not going to say silly things on my show. So if you stepped out of your body, you are a cosmic being. I can see through you. I already see through you. Do you see through yourself to know that you're having an experience? When you stop complaining about the experience and stop complaining about everything about you that you don't like, because it doesn't look like the next person. I got 3 children. Now one of them look alike. I know everybody got some siblings or a cousin or something or what. They don't look alike. They favor in similarities because of DNA, right? We favor, but we are not alike. I am different. You are different. I want y'all to get this. Flicking the switch is about you flicking your switch on that damn different mentality that you keep comparing yourself to somebody else. There is no like the same. Lightning can flash right now over here. That don't mean you gonna get lightning over there. I can turn down here and be great balls of fire. Unless you are aligned with me, that's the only way that you're gonna feel that. He said the man with a womb is dangerous because you flip it and you said womb man because I have a womb. I am what? What did he say? God boss.
Woman.
You saying girl boss, say God. You got to say it with your chest. God boss. That feels good to say that right there. You don't feel good about yourself. Why do you expect somebody to feel good about you? I want y'all ladies, before we end our stuff, I would like for each one of y'all ladies, you wait a minute, to give me that, why do we not need to have expectations of people like that? What happens when we expect, Go ahead, baby.
You're allowing them to control your narrative.
Ew. So that means you came over here and you grabbed my pen.
Mm-hmm. I took
And
your pen.
oh, you took my pen.
And I started writing your story.
Oh. Oh.
She said that's bold as fuck. Ooh.
Right. I'm trying because she know I'll go if we wasn't on here, I would go straight hood. How that would
You
what that would
bold. Hey, you think
like,
I take my pen
girl.
and start writing my story? Mm.
And he said, and headspace as well. Yes, if it's not free, it's controlled. So if I don't freely have my pen, you said what? It's a bad thing for somebody to come over here and take your pen that you have the power in. Hold on, baby. I ain't even went there yet. This is for those of us who watch Dragon Ball Z. Barris, he got all power in his one finger. One finger.
One.
That's your pen. Let me show you why. Because I can take this, take this, take this, take this. You know, can take this. I can still, take the pen. I can hold it like this, twirl it up around. I can do stuff. And Big Worm said, if you don't have expectation, then you are just settling for being lost and unimportant. No, flip that. Why do you not need to have expectations about somebody else? You don't never need to have expectations of somebody else. It's what he was saying and Mo was saying. Let they ass just be. You know why? Because you get to be the observer, not the motherfucking operator. I have to say it like that. Stop trying to operate people.
Like you said, you cheating. I'm the cheater. I got this. You're not finna cheat on me. I'm the cheater. How is you cheating on me? You're not cheating on me. Okay.
No, you do want to operate. You want to operate only oneself, one's mindset, one's emotions. You only have control of the spirit of yourself. Self-control is the spirit. It's in that Bible, fruit of the spirit, all that, right? So control yourself and watch things multiply. Watch how when you're controlling your mouth in responses to people, ladies, and your body language, that's the last one I'm going to get to, but control the mouth, control the mind, control the mind, control the mouth. Let me tell you something else. You better control them old nasty. You look like a fucking 5-year-old that's 40-something years old. Girl, you whip your neck. You got whiplash because you want you doing all this.
Right, girl. Like, is it all
oh, girl, why did you wear that? I see your panty line. Well, damn, I can't help my ass is fat and I ain't got, they don't make pants all the time that fit the booty like I wanted to.
I so you don't give a fuck because I'm all out with it and what?
Right, they don't make any clothes to fit any of our curves.
No. And then you turn around here and I ask for help or you see me in a help situation. And all that shit you saying in your mindset that you ain't open your mouth up. I see you. I'm calling it out today. I see you. And then you sitting up there playing. I love you. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. This for all these baby mamas out here. Okay. You selfish immigrant. When you have a divine masculine, the man, the baby daddy, the father of your children that actually spend time with the children, that actually has an experience with the children, and is actually in their life. You selfish all the way selfish.
A
Because
genuine
you about
bond.
profit. You about what's in his pocket. Oh, this is for them ones that want to sit out there. Oh, if he can't give me this and then you constantly doing a separation with yourself, not him and them kids. Because when they get a little older, they gonna leave your ass and they gonna go over there with daddy. You don't believe me? Ask Bayshell. I ain't gonna keep playing with y'all. You selfish. If he can't see them because of whatever and whatever, he got to do this, he got to do that for me. That's what goes back to that control, because your expectations say he's supposed to do this, and he letting you know, I just want to be with my children. I just want to be with them. I want to be around them. I want to spend time with them, not your ass. So you selfish. So you take your butt down to these
They be bitter.
abilities.
But it's
And now
like it's like the healer said, we caused this. You gave that man the most precious gift that you could ever give a man.
because he's
And
small.
you hardly knew him.
That part, you didn't even take the time to say, well, what are your likes and what are your interests and what do you see yourself like in the now of you? Like, how have you grown from things that, you know, you used to react to? Because I used to react to, like, some women that would be all, as I call, just saying the most negative nonsense out there. Man, I just look and stare like, you really think that in your mind? I kind of will ask the question, like, you really think that about that man? Well, he ain't got this and this and that, and he can't do this for me.
That's
and I
how
got
they sound. I'm like, gosh, you guys are really giving us a bad rap. Like, not all of us sound like that, man.
y'all like a
Those are
motherfucker, but
females. But those are females that don't. They not taking the time to know who they are and do self work and feed their spirit and nourish it, and they not worried about that. But they be bitter because the men don't want them. It's like, you mad this, you didn't want him, you mad because he don't want you, because now you pregnant and you got this baby, and now the baby here, and you know, and he's trying to still do right by you and the child respectfully, and it's
say
not
that.
enough. It's not enough. He's
No,
trying to,
that's enough because they don't know.
at the bare minimum, he's trying to be a human being, and you just won't let him.
Okay, and that's the other thing is, we as women have to heal. Key, you know, you got 3 kids by the same dude. Girl, let me tell you something. In 2008, I sat there and picked up the phone at the daycare. I know exactly where I was and exactly what I was doing. The babies went to sleep because it was nap time. I went and picked up the phone and I called my baby daddy, because I understood that forgiveness is for me. And if I don't forgive myself, it's about to be some. I just didn't want to block. I didn't want to block nothing from myself, but I wanted to be free, because it was brought to my attention that if I don't free myself, then you're still allowing that person to rent space in your head for free, and they don't even know it.
Yes, they are.
And so I called and I told him that, well, first I had already forgave myself. So when I called him, I was telling him I apologize for anything I've done or said in this relationship of the years with you. I didn't never want you to feel like you're less than a man or anything. After I said all that, baby, that was like as if it was nothing. This man had me crying on the phone because it was a flip reverse. And he was like, I'm sorry of everything I've done, the abuse, the XYZ, all of that, making you feel like you less than anything that this man can think of that he's done to me. He literally was apologetic. No, we don't talk. We don't talk for whatever reason. I don't want to talk to him. That's what I created. I don't have a reason to talk to you. This might be about a child.
Right.
But you have to, like you said earlier, was that accountability. Like, when you mature in your mind and see that this is stupid, ain't it gonna cause
that's when you start adulting. See, I'm gonna continue to keep growing, but I'm gonna start adulting. That means I'm taking accountability for the role I play, not them play. I play. So now because you took accountability for the role that you played, Kiana, Guess what happened? Automatically, naturally, you were validated without any expectation, because that's not what you were doing it for, expecting an apology from him. You wanted to clear the wreckage and the damage that you caused.
Yeah, because I did cause some shit. I ain't even gonna lie. I know I'm a whole hot mess about them. I cause a fire without
You
even
see
a
what I'm saying?
match. Know yourself. Shoot, I said power on fire. We are all power on fire. Every last one of us. Everybody that hears me, you are all power on fire. When you think of fire, right? And then you go think of light, they're together. The light bulb, is it hot? No, that's one of them energy saver lights. But if I leave my fingers there long enough, they'll start feeling the heat, right? Now, if that was one of them GE light bulbs up there and I actually touched it, the surface of the glass is going to be hot. Hot. You go, ooh, right? I ain't never seen nobody, unless it's energy saver light, where you can have the light on and flick it off. But when you got one of them old school light bulbs in there, you're going to have to cut the light off. You're going to have to let it cool down. Are you willing to cut the light off on you that this version of you right here that's holding and being a gatekeeper, that's holding the bridge, and I don't know if I want to. You standing there with this doubt. You standing there with this unfortunate mindset because you don't want to validate you. You're standing there and not understanding your excellence of yourself because you giving excuses of you. You standing there in the way of superstardom because you want to be in selfish mode, jealous mode, angry mode, compare mode. You want to be in whatever mode that you want to be in because I'm grown. I can do what I want to do. Well, with your grown ass, you going to continue to be in.
Lights off.
Saying what she says.
Caller, are you there?
I don't want to be there. And I fight. And I know all these two sisters right here know that if nothing else of them, last year when I decided to walk away, Mo told me to share it. I'm trying not to share this one. I walked away from the woman who brought me in the world, y'all. I wasn't put out my mama's house. I woke up on a Wednesday morning in June and I made a conscious decision to love me. So this is an area I've not shared none with nobody, not even them. Just Mo told me to go on and do this. So she don't have to ask me no questions. When you as a child want to be validated by your parent, I only have one that's still here. You want to be validated. You want to be loved on, cared for, appreciated, acknowledged. That's the little girl of you, right? And the adult of you wants the same thing from the woman who did not raise you. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. I'm not holding anything back. It's just me thinking back on from June to today. That shit hurt. I just hugged my mama, what, a week ago? Was last Friday? Yeah, last Friday. My dad's birthday, yeah, the 26th stuff. It ain't, okay, yeah. So last Friday I just hugged my mama and ain't talked to her or hugged her since October. Because she said she believed that I set the apartment on fire. So if your subconscious self, which is yourself, your inner child, or your teenager is doing something and you don't know it, right? You got to sit down with that. What do you mean? I did what? I never did nothing like that. The teenager and the child of me got tired of being unheard, unseen, not appreciated. And okay, it doesn't matter when something is. To all of us who know what it feels like to not have your parent, don't know if they alive or not, To all of us who don't have their father here anymore, I'm still working on that. And I ain't angry because he wanted to touch me. I'm angry because I can't physically touch him. And I'm in Oregon. Okay? That's my anger that I have to work on, that I work on, and I don't project that to nobody. What I do is just look outside in nature. I go to my favorite park that both of my parents didn't live far from. It's Peninsula Park in Portland, Oregon. It's roses. It's all type of flowers. It's beauty. But when you are here, and I've been here since 2017, and whatever expectation I had was just for them to love me. That was it. I just wanted my parents to love me. I just wanted that woman to love me. But I had to walk away because I have to accept my own love, my own gift, my own kindness, my own gentleness. And I had to learn from being at the shelter, low vibrational women. But I saw me. I saw me. I saw my strength from other women that didn't really have it. I'm over here trying to get some loved on, and they couldn't even give to me. And I'm sitting, laying in grass, in the dirt, in the mud now. So I can see me. If you don't understand, there's no way to explain it. But I had to see me being back where, as they say, trauma began. And I had to get in the dirt last year. I had to get in the mud. I had to talk the beans and touch and hug on the love on trees, which is loving myself. I had to go and let the moon illuminate me and me become one with myself up there with the galaxies. And I had to receive. I had to receive. I learned how to receive myself last year. That's how you gonna turn on the light. Receive you. And it's and your ugly, your good, your messy, your up, your down. I had to receive me in my own message, which is say yes to you. I had to say yes to the good, the bad, the up, the down, the ugly, the crazy, the cosmic, the I don't know, the unknown, the known. I had to say yes to everything of this being so that I can walk in my true superstardom self. And that's all I want for anybody, is to stop doing this with this light. Stop doing this with this light. Damn, stop. And just let the shit be on. Let the light be on. Let the bull crap be on. Let whatever cosmic chaos that you created, just let it be. And allow yourself to admit, accept, so that all of you can be aware. And as yourself is consciously aware, you're going to get consciously awakened family members. Shout out to all my family, the collective that continues to support me, engage with me, feel me, enlighten me, and allow me to be who I am, Kiana, on purpose and intentionally. Flick the light. Are you willing to flick that light on within your soul? It ain't right here. It's in the soul of you. You're going to have to go back and be a baby. You're going to have to go back and be a teenager. You're going to have to go back and acknowledge everything of you so that you can crack your skull and adjust into alignment. You really want to walk in your stardom of yourself? Crack it. Crack everything about you that don't align up with you. See the nut in the hut so that you can blossom. That's all I wanted to say. But you got to turn on that light. You got to turn on the rhythm. I'm starting with the woman in the mirror. I'm asking her to change her ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change.
Thank you for having me, Miss Kiana. Thank you for today. What a treat. Thank you. Healer, it's been a blessing. meeting you. That's
Same
really, really
here.
good.
My pleasure. I
Yeah.
take pleasure loving on my ladies. I
Uh,
just tell them, I say, I love me some woman.
okay.
Black excellence. Shout out to Black women. Shout out to our melanin women. Shout out to
Yes.
all our melanin beings. But most importantly, shout out to our melanin women. Black and black, 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 black. Don't crack us. 50 look good, don't it?
And we got
Okay.
50 different colors and shades, baby.
That's right. 10,000 shades, baby.
We got
10,000
purple, chocolate,
shades.
caramel, baby, with pick a flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I would say about an hour.
So I want to let you guys know that
Right.
I love
I
you.
was an hour
Check
off.
right here, TikTok. But before we go, ladies, I just want to know. I'm going to give you just a piece of my poem because I'm going to give you the poem. Neither one of the ladies was here yesterday for the poem. So this is to our Flik The Switch ladies. It's to everybody, but most importantly, this poem is to our Flik The Switch women. Flick it, okay? Boom! Cosmic bass in the bloodstream, heartbeat kicking driven. Starlight scribbling codes in the DNA of the sun. I came from a spark before language was stitched. Before the cosmos whispered, flick the switch. Click! Galaxies spin like vinyl in the mind's control. No dimming the brilliance, no hiding the glitch. Divine electricity, flick the switch. See, every sister is a constellation walking, nebula thoughts in the rhythm she's talking. Ancient goddesses with celestial pitch, born with the power to flick the switch. Flip it! Shadow turns teacher, pain turns preacher. The dark was never the enemy, just a room waiting for a feature. Boom, bap, prophecy. Cosmic transmission, spirit in stereo, soul on a mission. No comma in destiny, periods dismissed. Infinite chapters when you flick the switch. Crowns made of quasars, purpose in motion. Waves of creation like tides in the ocean. Truth in the bloodstream, rich and enriched. Awaken the code, flick the switch. Watch the universe listen. Every dream becomes star system driven. Young goddesses rising, reality stitch. With courage, the moment they flick the switch. So turn the light inward, ignite the pitch. Let purpose roar through every glitch. From silence to thunder, from whisper to niche. The cosmos applauds when you flick the switch.
I love it. I love it.
Wonderful. Yeah.
I love that.
That was beautiful.
Yes, it
I love
was.
my beautiful, bountiful sisters of blackness. I'm going to keep
Love
saying
you
it.
too, Kiana. Love you too,
Love you too,
love.
baby.
With that being said, you guys, we are out on a Superstar Saturday. It has been a great weekend, Fierce
And with that
Friday.
being said, y'all go out there and be divinely purpose, on purpose.
On
Stay